Hello and welcome to the Able Now webinar. My name is Rebecca Lyons and I do marketing and outreach for the Able Now program here in Northern Virginia. It's a pleasure to be joining the Circle of Support Conference this year, and I'd like to thank you all for setting time aside to learn about Able Now. Before we get started, I'd like to review what we're going to cover in the presentation today. It's my hope that you'll leave this session with an understanding of the ABLE Act. This establishes the rules and requirements of ABLE accounts, such as who's eligible to save, how much you can save, how to use the account, etc. I'll also cover the features and benefits of the ABLE programs, and then how you can get more information and how you can open an account. This is important because ABLE accounts are a new financial tool for eligible Americans with disabilities. We do need your help, however, to spread the word about this empowering program. It's estimated that 8 million Americans with disabilities are eligible to have an ABLE account, but just 1% of eligible individuals have opened their ABLE account so far. So let's work together to improve this. In the presentation today, I'll provide information about our ABLE programs. However, I can't provide legal, financial, tax, or give benefits advice. Let's begin by taking a look at what ABLE is. ABLE accounts are a relatively new savings option. They're specifically designed for eligible individuals with disabilities to be able to save private funds for the purpose of paying for qualified disability expenses. For too long, people with disabilities couldn't save for the future without a fear of losing their public benefits. As you likely know, individuals with disabilities can only have $2,000 in assets at any given time in order to remain eligible for many benefit programs. And these benefit programs are important because they provide much needed supports and services. The idea for ABLE came about 15 years ago when a group of parents here in Northern Virginia were frustrated because they could establish college savings accounts for their children without disabilities, but they couldn't save money for their children with disabilities. Advocates fought hard to change this inequity, and the result was the federal ABLE Act. You're empowered to save up to $17,000 a year in an ABLE account without endangering eligibility for certain means-tested disability benefits, like SSI or Medicaid. Working account owners who do not participate in an employer-sponsored retirement plan may be able to contribute above that annual contribution limit, and that's thanks to the Able to Work Act. The additional contribution is up to the lesser of the prior year's federal poverty line for a one-person household, which is $13,590, or the account owner's compensation for the taxable year. What does this mean? Well, it means that eligible working individuals are empowered to save up to a maximum of $30,590 in their Able Now account in 2023. And again, this depends upon their income. And this won't impact certain benefits due to asset limitations. The Federal ABLE Act of 2014 modified the U.S. tax code, and that was Section 529, and it opened the door for ABLE accounts. The ABLE Act is named for the late Stephen Beck Jr., a Virginian who advocated for people with disabilities. Sadly, Mr. Beck passed away right before the ABLE Act was signed into law. The ABLE Act was named for him to honor his advocacy. His daughter, Natalie Beck, became our first Able Now customer when our program opened. His widow, Catherine Beck currently serves on our board, and we're so thankful for her advocacy. ABLE is an abbreviation for Achieving a Better Life Experience. Similar to 529 college savings plans, all ABLE programs must be administered by a state. In 2015, Virginia became the first state in the country to pass ABLE legislation after the federal ABLE statute was passed. Now, the state legislation authorized development of the two ABLE programs sponsored by the Commonwealth of Virginia, ABLE Now and ABLE America. Both programs are open for national enrollment, and they have unique advantages for all customers, regardless of their state of residence. ABLE Now is the largest independent, direct sold ABLE savings program in the nation. It opened in December of 2016. Although ABLE Now is sponsored by the Commonwealth of Virginia, it's available nationwide to eligible U.S. citizens and legal residents, regardless of state residency. In fact, today we have ABLE Now accounts in all 50 states. A little later, I'll review some of the advantages of the ABLE Now program, including the industry's first mobile app, which helps customers manage their accounts and improve accessibility. ABLE Now is administered by Virginia 529. Virginia 529 is an independent state agency that runs the largest college savings plan in the country. We've been helping individuals and families dream, save, and achieve for 25 years. And with ABLE Now, our mission has become even more inclusive. In summary, ABLE Now is a direct sold ABLE program. You open and you manage your ABLE account online. ABLE America is the first, and it's the only ABLE program available through financial advisors. It opened in July of 2018. ABLE America is distributed by the Capital Group. This is the home of American Funds, one of the oldest and largest mutual fund companies in the country. ABLE America is open to eligible individuals in all 50 states. And like other ABLE programs, ABLE America is governed by the same rules and requirements established by the ABLE Act. Again, such as who's eligible to save, how much money you can save, etc. A financial advisor can give professional advice and help you build a comprehensive plan tailored to your specific needs. In summary, ABLE America is an advisor-sold ABLE program. Contact your financial advisor if you're interested in learning more about ABLE America. But for the purposes of this presentation, we'll be focusing on our direct sold ABLE Now program. Who's an eligible individual? An eligible individual is someone who developed the onset of their disability before the age of 26 and is entitled to Supplemental Security Income, SSI, or Social Security Disability Benefits, SSDI, based on blindness or disability. Or a person may self-certify that they have a qualifying disability diagnosis from a physician. It is important to note that eligible individuals may only have one ABLE account at any time. Keep in mind that ABLE Now is open to all eligible individuals in any state. An eligible individual can open an ABLE account at any age. You can open an ABLE account if you're older than 26, as long as you had your disability. Those symptoms, the onset, occurred before the age of 26. But we do have some exciting news to share with you. The proposed ABLE Age Adjustment Act passed. And what this means is beginning January 1st of 2026, it's going to extend ABLE eligibility from the onset of the symptoms prior to the age of 26 to the onset of the disability prior to the age of 46. And what this means is that millions more people with disabilities will be able to take advantage of this important savings tool. Money in your ABLE account may be used at any time to pay for qualified disability expenses. An expense is qualified if you incurred the expense at a time you were considered an eligible individual. The expense relates to your disability, and the expense helps you maintain your health, your independence, or your quality of life. Examples of qualified disability expenses include, but aren't limited to, the categories you see listed on this slide. Now, these categories were intentionally designed to be broad, as qualified disability expenses can vary greatly from one person to the next. We recommend that customers keep records and receipts on how you're spending the money in your ABLE account. So if you look at these categories, you could use the funds in your account to pay for basic living expenses, health and wellness. Maybe there's a therapy or an expense that wouldn't be covered by your insurance, whether it's public or private. You can use your account for housing, rent payments, mortgage payment, utilities, etc. Transportation. I hear from people who may need to take a bus, they might need an Uber or a Lyft from time to time, and even people that have done things such as making a van more accessible. You can use it for education and training, whether it's a college expense, whether it's using your account for job coaching or a specific training that you need. And you can use the account for assistive technology, even financial management and legal fees. In fact, I've heard from individuals who will use their ABLE Now account to help set up a special needs trust. So a variety of ways you can use your account. And there may be expenses that fall outside of these categories. So these categories, again, are designed intentionally to be broad. So what are the advantages of saving in an ABLE Now account? You can save beyond asset limitations. Generally, funds in an ABLE Now account are disregarded when determining eligibility for certain means-tested disability benefit programs, such as Medicaid and supplemental security income, those SSI benefits. Just to summarize, for supplemental security income, SSI benefits, an account balance up to and including $100,000 is disregarded. Money in an ABLE Now account that exceeds $100,000 would be considered an asset, and it may cause those SSI benefits to be reduced or suspended. But there is no impact on Medicaid benefits, regardless of how much money is in the ABLE Now account. It is important to note that after the account owner dies and after all final expenses are paid, funds remaining in the ABLE account may be recovered to reimburse the state for Medicaid-related services. This provision is commonly known as the Medicaid payback or Medicaid clawback provision. For individuals outside of Virginia, several states have passed state laws that would prohibit Medicaid payback. Check with your state to understand any legislation related to Medicaid payback and ABLE. Now, for those of you listening who are Virginians, in 2020, the Virginia General Assembly passed legislation to prohibit the state from pursuing Medicaid recovery claims against the ABLE Now or ABLE America accounts of Virginia residents, unless required to do so by federal law. ABLE Now makes it easy to save and invest at your own pace. And here's how it works. The first $2,000 in your ABLE Now account is automatically allocated to the FDIC insured Able Now deposit account, and this is linked to your Able Now card. You may continue to save your contributions in this deposit account if you choose to, but you do have an option. Once the balance of the Able Now deposit account exceeds $2,000, you have the option to invest additional contributions into one or more investment portfolios. Each portfolio option is intended to address a different investment strategy and risk tolerance. You can see here that we have portfolios that are Vanguard Life Strategy funds. There's an aggressive, moderate, and conservative income, as well as a Fidelity money market portfolio as well. There are minimal costs associated with maintaining your account. Able Now, along with our custodian, PNC Bank, offers some of the lowest fees in the country among 5 Able programs. The fees are the same for all customers, regardless of their state of residence. There's no enrollment fee, no minimum contribution. There is an account service fee of $3.25 per month, but this service fee is waived if you maintain a balance over $10,000 in the Able Now deposit account. If the account owner or their authorized representative chooses to invest some of the funds, there are also asset-based fees, depending upon the investment selection. The account fee schedule is available for you to look at directly on our website. If you're ready to start your savings, Able Now is open for national enrollment. The application is available on our website, ablenow.com, by clicking the purple Open an Account button. You'll also see links at the top of our website where you're able to manage your Able Now account, give a gift, subscribe to our newsletter, and contact customer service. Let's take a look at who can open an Able Now account. The eligible individual may open and manage an Able Now account independently if they're over the age of 18. If the eligible individual is a minor under the age of 18 or is unable to open the account, or if the individual chooses to open an account but not exercise signature authority, an individual authorized to act on their behalf may open and manage the account as the authorized representative. On this slide, you'll see the information and documentation that's needed to open an account. To open an account for yourself, you'll need to provide your personally identifiable information, or PII for short, including your name, address, date of birth, and social security number. You have the choice to enter your bank account information with your application, or if you'd like to, you can wait until later once your account is open. To open an account for someone else as the authorized representative, you'll need to provide, again, your personally identifiable information, that PII, as well as the PII for the eligible individual who will be the account owner. Parents, grandparents, siblings, and spouses can open an Able Now account by self-certifying their relationship to the eligible individual. For these categories of eligible family members, no documentation of the relationship is required during enrollment. Authorized representatives opening an Able Now account as the legal guardian, care representative, or power of attorney for the eligible individual are required to upload the appropriate legal documentation electronically before being able to contribute or withdraw funds from an Able Now account, or before they can use the Able Now card. Applicants in these categories will receive instructions to submit the required documentation during enrollment. Now, there is an order of priority for authorized representatives. During enrollment, the authorized representative self-certifies that there's no other individual with a higher priority who is willing and able to open and manage the Able Now account as the authorized representative. The order of priority for family members is given first to the spouse, then to the parent, then to the sibling, and then to the grandparent. Able Now makes it easy to manage your account 24/7 with an online consumer portal. And you can access your account by selecting My Account from the website, ablenow.com. Mobile users can download and use the Able Now app. The mobile app makes it very convenient to manage your account from a mobile device or when you're on the go. The Able Now mobile app is available for iOS devices from the Apple App Store and for Android devices from Google Play. Whether you're using the online portal or the mobile app, some of the things you'll be able to do will be check available balances, make a contribution, or you can pay a qualified disability expense. You'll be able to upload a receipt to organize and track qualified disability expenses. You'll also be able to view your account statements and notifications and reach out to customer service. It's important to protect your account with a strong password and keep your contact information updated. This is very important, and it can be done through a secure network. New to the online account portal is a financial resource hub where you can explore content and tools to help strengthen your financial wellness and maximize your Able Now account. As a thank you to all of you who are listening to this session today, we're offering you the opportunity to enter to win a $500 Able Now account. And to make it easy for you, just take a picture of the QR code that you see here on your phone. So I hope someone listening today will be a lucky winner. And I'll pause for just a minute in case you want to take a picture of this. If you don't have a phone handy, you can also just go to ablenow.com/win, and you can enter the contest that way as well. So I'm going to switch gears here for a moment. Before we close out, I'd like to answer some of the most frequently asked questions that we hear when we're at in-person events. And one of these questions may be something that you have on your mind as well. The first question is, I'm older than the age of 26. Can I open an Able Now account? And the answer is yes. An eligible individual is someone who developed the onset of their disability before the age of 26. But you can be over that age and open an Able Now account. So an example would be the onset of your symptoms of your disability occurred before your 26th birthday, but you're currently 50 right now. So you'd still be able to open an Able Now account because your symptoms occurred before your 26th birthday. Now, just a reminder, I mentioned that there's going to be an exciting update beginning in 2026. And that Able Age Adjustment Act is extending the onset of the disability to the age of 46. But again, that's still a few years away, but we're very excited about that development. The second question, do I need to live in a certain state to open an Able Now account? And the answer to that is no. Although there might be certain benefits for opening an account in your state of residency, but you can live in any state and still open an Able Now account with us. You don't have to live in Virginia. The third question, how much can I save in my Able Now account each year? Well, you can save up to $17,000 a year in 2023. And just a reminder, working account owners may be able to contribute above this annual contribution limit thanks to the Able to Work Act. Can I have an Able Now account and a special needs trust? We get this question very, very frequently, and you absolutely can have both. In fact, we find an Able Now account in conjunction with other types of trusts and accounts can work very nicely. It may make sense to have both an Able account and a special needs trust, but we do recommend that you consult a financial or a legal professional to discuss your specific situation. Who can contribute to an Able Now account? Well, the good news is anyone can make a contribution to your Able Now account. You could contribute to your own account. You could have friends, family members, anyone you know make a contribution to that account. But just keep in mind that all contributions combined may not exceed that $17,000 annual contribution limit. And then the final question is, where do I open my Able Now account? Well, you can go directly to our website, and I'll put that last slide up here in just a moment. And there's that purple Open an Account tab, that button you can select, and you can open your Able Now account directly from our website. And then once that account's open, you can manage your account from your online portal as well. So it makes it very easy to manage your account and also use that mobile app if you choose to when you're on the go. So I hope these questions and answers have helped, but please go to our website, ablenow.com, and under the resources tab, you'll see our frequently asked questions, those FAQs, and you'll find a variety of questions on other topics as well. So it's always a great idea to go to our website and check out those features, those questions and answers. So I'm nearing the end of our webinar, and I'm most appreciative of the time you've all set aside today to learn about our program. On this slide, you'll see our website, ablenow.com. And I want to take this opportunity to ask for your help to spread the word about this empowering program. On our homepage, you can subscribe to our email newsletter for the latest news and updates on the program, and follow Able Now on social media. Please share information about Able accounts and Able Now with friends, family, and community groups. And again, if you have any questions after this session ends and you can't find the answer on our website, feel free to reach out to our customer service team, and you'll see the phone number listed here. Again, I'd like to thank you all for joining me today for this webinar, and I hope you have a great rest of your day. Goodbye, everyone.